Hi, this is Bruce Williamson, and I was going to show you how the Hue document camera can be used to show things in Blackboard Collaborate of a variety of nature. Once you're in the Blackboard Collaborate, it'll automatically pick the camera from your laptop. So one of the first things you need to do is go up here to that hamburger menu on the camera part of it, and you can see I've already dragged it out of its position over here. I've dragged it and expanded it quite a bit to make it easier to see. Go down to Camera Settings, which is right here, and you'll see that there's the possibility of using the camera from the laptop, and now with the Hue in there should be another camera, but it doesn't work if it's not plugged in. So we'll plug it in, and there is some software available that you will need. I have a disk of it, or I will have it soon after I get it back from where I loaned it. And now that the camera is plugged in, of course it has no idea that the camera is even there. And that's because it never thought to look for it, and the programmer never thought about doing that. So I go back and set up the camera settings again, and there it is. So I'll switch to the Hue camera, and then you'd think you could click OK, and I've seen it work that way, but I always like to click Apply. So after I apply, then I close it and see if I've had any good luck with it. So here's the camera. Did we get anything to show up? Well, the video's not on. So I'll turn on the video, and there it is. Now, for reasons I don't understand, it doesn't really do a good screenshot until you start recording. So let me start recording so that you can see what's going on here. It's not going to get the speaker. It says it's recording. And I'll open up that screen like that. So you see, I modified the camera a little bit because it didn't tend to stay where I wanted it. So I put some string on with some adjustable knots so that I can pull it and then keep it in place with the string. But even without that, it was working rather satisfactorily. So suppose I wanted to use this piece of sodium chloride for class to demonstrate something about the shape of the corners of the crystal. You can see that I don't really have a good image of it now, and I can adjust that by either bringing the camera closer to the crystal until I find the right focus length. Like that. That's not right. There, that's pretty good. So that's one way to focus. Or there's a little knob on the end here that you can use to sharpen or crisp it. Well, that's pretty nicely focused right now. And then what happens a lot for me in chemistry is that I want to take an image of something from the side. So I've done so much things as lay it down like this and then just imagine that it's upright. Or I have a variety of items around, cans and cups of different sizes, so that I can find a combination that puts the crystal as close to where I want it to be in line with the camera. So now the camera is in line with the crystal, and I can have something there that would be visible to the class, and I can move it around like so. This one's pretty rickety.
A mad scientist.
Other times, I'll want to be showing something liquidy, and I find it's best to have, as much as you can, a straight-sided piece of material. So I spent a lot of time at thrift shops getting some jars like this. They call them battery jars, or sometimes cordial glasses. so that I can get an image from the side. Because if I'm trying to do a test tube like this, I don't want to have to hold it here in front of the camera all the time. So I'll set it in something else, and then with a little bit of focus, oh, where is that? I can get some reasonable focus on there. Sometimes you need a backdrop, so you find something to put behind it, a black or a white backdrop depending on what you're looking at. And sometimes you just need a way to change the height of the piece you're looking at. So with a great variety of fooling around, you can make it do what you want it to do. Now in this case I need to go down a little bit, so I'll get rid of that and come down like that. So I've got the camera now with the piece that I'm interested in sticking out the top of the container. And that's about it for this camera. The one thing I've noticed though is if you're trying to move it around and show different things like that piece of wood or that can over there, there's many, many times I was doing this that the whole thing causes an exception in Blackboard, shuts down the whole camera, and you have to start over again with resetting the camera and doing the setting. For some reason today it's not doing that at all. Maybe there's been an update that fixed that problem. Well, that's it for today. Thank you very much. Hue Document Camera.